One of the evils of drug addiction is that more and more babies are being born dependent on the drugs their mothers took while they were pregnant. Those infants can also face sickening withdrawal symptoms. Well, tonight, Western Mass News reporter Ray Herschel digs deeper into the process moms have to go through when they're pregnant and hooked on drugs.
As more and more women are falling victim to prescription painkillers and heroin addiction, we must also not forget the most helpless among us, the babies born to addicted mothers. Tonight, we continue our look at the addiction crisis and how one local program is helping both addicted moms and their babies.
I became a heroin addict, and it just kept getting worse and worse.
Today, Julie is the mother of a beautiful 9-month-old baby girl, Giselle. The road to being pregnant and addicted to heroin was not easy, but thanks to Julie's parents who got her help and the Center for Human Development, Julie has a bright future. She received methadone treatment while pregnant to help her withdraw from heroin.
She was born addicted. I was on methadone then, and it took her 3.5 weeks to completely come down from it.
The Center for Human Development says methadone treatment is preferable to having the mom stay hooked on heroin.
They use a methadone to continue treatment so that the babies are not affected from withdrawal or from abruptly stopping the heroin use.
Corrine Rennes is the clinical director for the Two Rivers Recovery Center for Women. And while medical treatment is available to help, there is no substitute for mother-baby bonding.
They're their best medicine for their baby. They're the best treatment for them.
The Two Rivers Recovery Home contains 25 beds for women and their infants up to a year old. 24-hour on-site staffing allows the best treatment for the women there.
Women are coming into treatment with the hopes of reunifying or having their children with them to receive supports to enable them to refrain from use of illicit substances.
Catherine Cook, the Vice President for Adult Mental Health and Substance Use Services at the Center for Human Development, says through counseling and support, the goal is for the women to live independently and raise their children in a healthy environment.
We're looking at the individual as a whole person and trying to figure out not only what's happening with them physically, but also psychologically and spiritually.
She adds it's so important to remove the stigma of addiction and therefore treat it as a disease and not a choice. There are many success stories at CHD. Julie is just one example of the lives turned around. And she has some advice for other women who are pregnant and addicted to opioids.
The number one thing is to get off the street and get on methadone. Without that, you have no chance.
And because of the chance she was given by the Center for Human Development, Julie looks to the future with optimism and hope for herself and Giselle.
It's the best possible outcome. They taught me a lot. They gave me 2 sides of things. I learned to live sober, and I also learned how to be a mother, and both of those things came through CHD.
In an earlier report, we took you to the neonatal intensive care unit at Bay State Medical Center, where about 10% of their babies are born drug dependent because of their mother's addiction. Now, I've talked to both addicted moms and medical experts for our reports, and one common theme stands out. Moms should realize there is help and services in the community to treat them and their babies. And there is hope for those addicted moms, no matter how dark that future may seem. In the studio, I'm Ray Herschel for Western Mass News.